Pignose guitar. I've had this guitar for about 12 years and there are many great features about this, and there's also a secret that I've not heard anybody mention on any of the forums or things that I've discovered that you can do with this guitar, which I'm not sure they're supposed to, but I'm going to share this with you in a little while. First of all, what's unusual about this guitar is that it's got its own amplifier. It's got a built-in amplifier, there's no tone control. First, the thing that to really notice is the length of the scale. On a Fender Stratocaster, the scale length, you might know, is 25.5 inches. Les Paul is 24.5 inches. The scale length of the Pignose is 24.25 inches. So it's got a fairly decent long scale. You can see at the bottom here, the bridge is as far down here as it can possibly go. On a lot of guitars, the bridge may be there, and there's inches of wood. Now this preserves the scale length, which is vital to getting a good tone and good tuning stability. On the guitar, we've got one volume control, which is the shape of this pig's nose here. Pignose was developed, had the original idea, it was Terry Kath from the band Chicago, and I think 1972 or 73, that came up with the idea of the famous Pignose amp. And since has been developed, this guitar, by Pignose. Some people say it's not made by Pignose, they say it's made by Aria Pro. Well, I'm not sure about that, but I know that the components in this guitar are very high quality, and it's been used exclusively. I've used it loads and loads in 12 years. The key to it is at the back of the guitar here. Inside this little flap here is a 9-volt battery. Now this battery lasts an amazing amount of time. If I use this when I'm teaching privately and at schools 4, 5, 6 weeks, it will last for a long time. I've got a Fernandez Nomad guitar, which has got an effects processor built into the body, a drum machine, etc. A 9-volt battery in that will last 10 minutes. So it gives you a length of time. It really does work. There's a little speaker in here, and when I just pull out the pig's nose, I've got a humbucking pickup here, and I do get a really good tone. Very clear, and it is very loud. A nice clean sound there. The great thing is that if I turn the volume up, it gets feedback, and it starts to behave like a guitar that's cranked up. What's happening there is that the sound is coming out of the speaker, and it's being picked up by this hot rails pickup here, and goes round and round in a circle, creating feedback. I don't get every note that you play won't feedback like that. You'll find out the positions where they do. Some feedback, some don't. You really get a great amount of sustain, and also if you were to play bottleneck with it, you get a really good tone from this. There's one little thing that I'll show you here. This is the jack socket, where you can plug in, like I can just plug straight into an amp with it, and I get a good sound as well. I've recorded with this guitar, I've done all sorts with it, and the pickup sounds fantastic. It's a serious sound. Just back to this jack socket here. The original one was made of plastic. I've just had this brass one made, and if you have a 1/4 inch jack socket into there, I've done it a couple of times. I put the guitar down, the lead has snapped and it's broken this piece here, so I've just had that changed, so it is a lot more solid. Now the last thing, this is the secret. I'm not sure if these guitars are meant to do this, but I found it by accident. When people used to have Sony Walkmans, they'd bring a Walkman to me with a song on tape that they wanted to learn how to play, and if there was nothing for me to plug it into, I'd just take the little stereo headphones that you get, and I'd put rest them on the pickup of the guitar, any guitar, and if it was through an amplifier, I'd put it just on the pickup, turn the volume up, and the sound would come through the guitar and into the speaker. Well, lo and behold, if I plug this 1/4 inch into the jack socket and put on my MP3 player, it does play back. The sound quality isn't incredible, but if you really want to hear something through it, it will do that. As I say, I don't know if it's supposed to do that, but it certainly will play back through it. This is primarily a line out, but it will work as a line in for an MP3 player or something like that. So all in all, this is a great, great little guitar. It sounds good. Put it through an amp and it's a serious guitar. The scale length is great, and you've got access. It's got 12, 15, 17, 19, 22 frets. That's the same as Les Paul. I know my friend has only got 21. So I hope this has been of interest to you, and I hope it'll give you some insight into what a Pignose guitar can do. Thanks for watching.